Hello. Most of you probably know me, David, who has Calypso Caribbean restaurant here in Blackburn. It's quite new is this, what I'm doing with myself and the camera guy, which is Connor. Say hello, Connor.
Hello.
I'm just going to start doing some videos with recipes and that. I mean, a lot of you will know through my Facebook group and that, I'm passionate about food, very passionate about food. Going back 6 years ago, I started a group called Homemade is Best, which is a Facebook group all about homemade food. Started off quite slowly, the group, but we're up to 107,000 people in that group now. And also I post a lot of dishes and that what I cook. People know me with a restaurant and Caribbean food, but in my personal life, I post a lot of food, what I cook for myself, whether it's Chinese, Italian, Indian, English, just I like food. And over the years, people said to me, David, man, you should do a recipe book. And it's not to me, one, I'm dyslexic and all that doing it, and I know now with AI, etc., you can get stuff that'll help with all that. But I think again now with media, social media, etc., it's a lot easier to do rather than writing it into a book. It's not going to be recipes that I feel that I've made. It's obviously old-fashioned recipes, modern recipes, all kinds. I like cooking. So, and again, obviously in the group and that lot, people post their dishes, people share the recipes and what have you. And back to my face, my profile, a lot of the times when I'm posting on there, people like, they're not even like, Dave, why are you posting your food? And then on the other side of it, I've had a lot of friends who's banned me. They said, David, you post that food each night and I come home from work and see your food. And you don't even sell it, we can't get it in the restaurant. And I'm just looking at it and it's good, and we can't get it. And I just thought, no, David, we block you. And again, I get a lot of people inboxing me, asking me for a recipe for something. How do you make a curry? How do you do this? So I think it's a good time to start doing something and, you know, doing some videos and that lot and showing people how to cook. I mean, cooking's, yeah, it's a way of life. Everyone's got to do it and always going to have to do it. And at the moment, you're probably seeing on the news and different programmes that's on TV, people talking about ultra-processed food, processed and ultra-processed. And ultra-processed food obviously not being that good for us. I mean, and a while back, I was looking at doing a diet and whatever, yeah. And my daughter, obviously, you know, a lot of people who know me know that my daughter's a doctor, she's a GP. And she said, Dad, don't you be getting into any stupid fads of Facebook for dieting. All you've got to do is eat natural food. Just quit the processed stuff. You know, if you can go back, eat food that grandma ate and stuff like that, you're going to go right. You know, instead of margarine, have butter and stuff like that. Don't be going for low-fat spreads and etc. You'll get the meaning of all that. It's true. You know, a lot of the stuff what we were eating even just 50 years ago when that lot wasn't processed, and your body can burn that off. You know, for it's lard or dripping. Not saying sitting there, let's have dripping butts and stuff. But food back in the day was a lot healthier for us, home cooking, homemade food. We're finding it a lot easier now for convenience food, takeaways, Just Eat and all that kind of delivery route, all that kind of stuff, and getting ready meals from the supermarkets and that. And people say, well, I don't have time to cook. Well, you will have time, even if you do batch cooking, you know, freeze some. At least you know what's in that food. And that to me is why I do. I love cooking. It is time consuming, there's no doubt about it. But people spend so much time on the cars or different hobbies and stuff. So eating good food, you know, your body's a temple. Let's get it. And again, yeah, I am overweight. So hopefully with this journey, what I'm about to go on now, I'm going to be doing my diet and stuff. And obviously you can follow that with all the videos and that I'm doing, what I'm going to post on my page. Obviously we have Homemade is Best group, but we also have Homemade is Best page, and that's a page what I'm going to be using and following my journey, one with my diet and sharing recipes, not just diet recipes, all kinds, even on my cheat days and things like that, yeah. Obviously I've just bought a new gadget to do this with Connor, who's with me. He's doing media at uni in Manchester, so it's a great little opportunity for him as well. You know, we work together and do it, you know. And when I was mentioning it to him, I said, did you ever watch a guy called Floyd? And he's obviously too young to remember Floyd, you know, but obviously any older people and that, I remember Keith Floyd in that lot. I think he was the original first, like, celebrity chef, if you want to call it that. But he just had one producer, one guy with a camera, and went out, you know, and always having a glass of wine with his food. But there was no gimmicks or anything else like that. It was just what it was. You know, it was about food. You know, it wasn't about him, it was the food. And that's what I'm hoping to do, you know, a little journey in that lot and everything. You know, and especially like with curries, making them, the spices, any little cheats that you can do, and the tips, etc, etc. And what I'm going to do, obviously, I'm going to keep this short now, but I'm going to post more, a little bit how I got into cooking, all that kind of stuff, and other videos. So it'd be good if you could join my page. Connor will put the link to the page on the video at the end, and obviously please join that page and keep following us, you know, to seeing that lot, and hopefully you will get some good tips. And one of my aims is as well, any of my younger followers who's on my Facebook, to encourage them to cooking. It's great, you know, it really is, it's fantastic, you know, and it's not hard. People think, oh, you get in there and you need this, you need that. You don't need much to eat, you know. My grandma's in that didn't, you know. There was a lot of poverty in them days in that lot, but there was always good food on the table. Anyway, tonight I'm going to do a little video, and I'm going to make rice, just rice, basic rice. And what it was, about 18 months ago, I went on a little journey learning Chinese food. Never really done it, always done Indian, done Italian, you know, and obviously English and that, but I'd never done Chinese. And when I was doing it, I found out how simple it really was to do. Anyway, last year, I got a book. Well, Tanya got me the book for a present for Christmas or my birthday, one of the two, and it was this book. It's called Zhang's Chin and Chew Chinese Cook Bible. And it's like all the recipes what you have in the Chinese. And the story about that, he says everyone who comes from China and that lot, when they first starting out, that the family will give them this Bible. Obviously not as this book, but the recipes it's in this book to open the Chinese. And us as British, we love Chinese food. Anyway, one of the things in the introductory and that inside this book, it talks about rice. Now, me personally, I make good rice. I always get it right, yeah? You know, on the stove top, boiling it. I don't ever do what it says in the packet. It always says 12 minutes. I always find it comes stodgy. I always do it in 7 minutes. Once it starts boiling, lid on, 7 minutes. Turn it off, leave it another 5 minutes in its own steam, and then fluff up. And that's it, always works for me. But when I read in this book and it was saying about a rice cooker, I thought, rice cooker? I remember trying years ago, it worked for me. And I thought, try again. I think it was £20 off Amazon. I thought, 20 quid, David, what you got to lose? And I bought this little rice cooker. This little rice cooker come, yeah, I'll show it you. It's just small. And it's so simple. You rinse your rice, give it a little rinse, cold water, 1 cup of rice, 1 cup of, 1.5 cups of water, press go. That's simple. Every single time, perfect rice. You know, for lots of people who say, oh, my rice never works. And again, some people say, oh, it's another gadget in the kitchen. You know, you're sitting there, you got this, you got your toaster, you got your Breville, you got, you know, there's a lot of stuff. But this little rice cooker, I've actually loved it. From everything from fried rice, savoury rice, peeler rice, everything. It's just so simple to use. So anyway, I'm going to show you how to make that shortly and just do some basic rice. And then hopefully next week in that lot I'll start. We've got a few things to work out in that what we're doing, but we're going to start doing some videos, and hopefully as it goes along it'll build up better and better and better, and you can join us on my culinary journey, and also on my diet, getting rid of a lot of this. And hopefully we'll have some banter, hopefully to go out in that and visit shops and that lot and show you little spices and that lot. Easy to get, little cheap ones if you go on holiday or you just want to do a quick curry when you get home. And all without doing ultra-processed food. Obviously a lot of little recipes is going to be low in fat and it's going to be healthy to help me lose this weight. It'd be great for you to join me on that journey. So that'll be it for now, and we're going to go and make the rice. See you shortly. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pour some basmati rice, which is really, really good for you. Made lambuna, so that's what we're going to have with this rice. And there's 4 of us, so that's 2 of them little tubs, or you could do 2 cups, whichever you want. Now I'm going to rinse this rice. Sometimes, again, easier, I mean, if you can soak it for a little while, that's great as well. You know, just get all the impurities out of it. That's that, just leave that there. Rice pot. Empty the rice into there. Turn that tap on. And there's 2 of these, so there's 2 rice, 2 water, and then just half. I'd say that's at half there. That's perfect. Put that into the rice cooker. Rice cooker's on, and then you just down there. Now press. That'll probably take about 15 minutes, something like that. Just go, but again, when it's finished, I'll show you the finished product. And happy days. Right, the rice cooker, the lights come up. And there it is in there. Oh, looking good, look at that. Fluffy, perfect rice. And to serve with some nice breads. And look at this in here, my mate. Look at that. Beef boona. With breads. Anyway, back to the rice. That is the rice that I'm saying. Just a couple of minutes, let that steam go. Also, you can make perfect fried rice with that by leaving it as overnight, cooling it down, put it in the fridge, and that's another video that I'm going to show you on another day. Anyway, thanks for watching, yeah. Have a lovely evening, everyone.